Welcome back to Phasmophobia. If you guys could like, comment, and or subscribe, I would appreciate it. Anything you could do for the channel helps me put more back into the channel for you. That being said, I've been working on some of the OBS settings, and hopefully you guys are going to be getting some better quality content out of here sooner or later. This video should be an example of that. Let's cross our fingers and hope so. All that out of the way, we're going to start off today with the new weekly challenge, which is complete challenge mode in Sunny Meadows 3 times. Oh yeah, we might barely do this once. I absolutely hate Sunny Meadows. Other tasks we're going to try to complete along the way are complete daily tasks 15 times, of which we're only going to have 4 to work towards today. Hear paranormal sounds with the parabolic microphone. If we get the parabolic microphone, we might end up picking that up and using it today, but we need to do that 15 times. Take 3-star ghost photos 15 times, which you could do that pretty easily with aside from interactions, salt photos, or even footprint photos, so that's not too terrible. Daily tasks that we'll probably be completing is discover a ghost type, play with another investigator, not going to do that one. Get a ghost to walk through salt 10 times, that one kind of works with getting your 3-star ghost photos, and play contracts 3 times. So, let's get into it. See what this new challenge actually is. Do as I command. You'll have to force this ghost to give you evidence. Luckily, we've found some extra items to help you out. That sounds like we're going to have to abuse cursed possessions to give us actual evidence. Or, to put it more accurately, it sounds like what they did is they turned down the interaction amount to basically 0. So the ghost isn't going to do any interactions like door touches or EMF5 activities unless we force the ghost to do something like pulling, I think, the tower card, asking for activity on the monkey's paw. Even using the Ouija board could give us EMF5. And of course, we could use the monkey's paw to ask for evidence. So let's hop in here to Sunny Meadows, and let's start hating ourselves, because that's honestly what this is. It's not gonna be good. Okay, tier 3 equipment across the board. I can work with this. I was not expecting that, honestly. They seem to have hated us for a while now. Tier 3 equipment across the board. We also get the sanity and activity monitor. Sounds like we're going to get all cursed possessions, or at least most. I don't really care about doing any of the daily tasks. Not daily tasks, the objectives, optional ones. So what should we start off with today? Obviously, we're going to go for the headgear and the lighter. I'm not entirely sure where we're going to drop sanity, so we might not need a smudge at all. It will still cause the ghost room to be cold in there. And I think it's thermal 9.2 in here, so the ghost room probably be something like below 7 degrees. Might as well take this and this guy. Let's get in here. This one is going to be a slow one, unfortunately. Does the breaker start on? I don't remember where the light switches are in here. It does not. Here we go. Hearing the bell for good luck. Gonna just leave my finger down on this one. Gotta try to remember to even do that. See if we can find a ghost room with any luck. It's gonna be an early ghost room. I believe all the cursed possessions start in the chapel area, so that should be easy enough. The entire place is opened up to us. I do wonder if all that they did was, oh, yep, we get everything. The summoning circle would actually be a big one. So, I'm actually wondering how far we can abuse everything here. Not actually going to see anything with that video camera, but yeah. There we go. So there's a few places the breaker could be. I'm going to run downstairs and see if it's going to be that one, because it wasn't up here at the beginning. Right down here and to the right, so on the other side of this wall, is another one. And that's not it. So we're not going to be turning on the breaker, because it is all the way in the back next to, or technically in one of the sub rooms of the cafeteria, or the kitchen. I keep calling that the cafeteria for some reason. So that's a bit unfortunate, but I believe we'll live without the breaker being turned on. If the breaker does miraculously turn on, it'll start making me think that we might have a djinn. But my idea here so far is we can ask the Ouija board where the ghost room is. We can get EMF off of the Ouija board and see if we can get EMF 5. We can also have the writing books in there, and we can force the ghost to hunt. So during the hunt, it can either throw writing books or interact with them and give us ghost writing. We could also go in here with a couple smudge sticks before we even start that hunt, and we can observe the ghost during said hunt, and that should help us out greatly as well. Let's go ahead and toss that right there. Just gonna place that down. I'll place that about there-ish. I'll place that about there-ish. Yeah, should be good to go. So what else could we do with this as well? We could place down the salt, of course, check for wraith. Yeah, basically we just want to stack this up so that way as soon as the ghost hunts, it has all the chance and ability in the world to give us everything that we need. We're also, oh, that's a bit bright. What else are we gonna do? I don't think dots would be of any benefit to us. Technically we could try to get spirit box during the hunt. We could check for ultraviolet as well. What else do I want to try to do? Burning up a crucifix won't help us in any way, so I'll grab a thing of salt and I'll bring that in. And then after that, we just need to get the smudges in there. I want to get, I got both ultraviolets, I got the salt. I'll have to go back out there and check, but yeah, we're gonna have a lot of things to check with. That should work decently there. I should actually, here we go. Take this off so when it walks through this, we'd be able to see if it's going to have ultraviolet at all. Got that salt placed down in those spots there. Tarot cards won't help me too much. I can make the ghost more active, but that's only going to help if I'm actually looking for the ghost room. So, they haven't mentioned anything specifically about the evidence itself. I'm imagining we still have all 3 bits to work with, so it should be straightforward enough. Yeah. Okay, so there is some sanity drain, but not a lot. I think they have it turned down a fair bit, because I'm at about 95. What else do I want to do? I'll take in the spirit boxes. I'll try to set them up that way I can ask questions while I'm looping the ghost or running from the ghost or smudging the ghost more likely, because I could just stun lock it with smudges 4 or 5 seconds at a time. I'll have these 2. What else do I want to take in there? Which is another good thing. We could actually use the salt for the same thing just to keep the ghost stunned. I'll probably light the summoning circle. I'm going to end up using the Ouija board first because I'm going to have to completely rejuvenate my sanity for the summoning circle. But I'll end up lighting that. I will try to get a spirit box response from it. And if I am not successful in doing that, then I'm going to... What am I going to do? I'm going to run down through here. That's going to be pretty effective right there. Those guys are going to have a decent range. So now I need... It wouldn't hurt to get the extra salt, but yeah, I'll grab the salt, 2 smudges, bring those in, go back out there, grab the other 2 smudges. If I take a sanity now, I should be able to light the summoning circle. I might be able to light the summoning circle now. Sanity is basically 90%. I don't think you need actually 100% to light it. So I'll take in the salt and these 2 smudges. I'm going to set these guys up. Got the sniffles for some reason. And with all this salt, it's going to be slowed down excessively, so that's going to be quite nice for me. I am not on push to talk. I'm actually going to set this to... Yeah, we'll set it like push. We'll leave it on push to talk. I'll work with it. But this way I can just keep walking through here. We're going to set these guys here. And then set them up, that way I can access and know where they are in a moment's notice. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Okay, it's glowing red, so I can't see it. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you okay, those can hear me from quite a distance. I'm going to leave this one here. I'm going to bring this one over here-ish. And they can hear me even though I have push to talk on, and the ghost technically won't be able to hear me, so that works. Ghost can't interact with much of this. I'm going to get this book out of the way here. As well as this one. Actually, I guess I should bring these over here. We'll set up kind of a poltergeist pile. I want that back in heartbeat. There's that. Basically gonna set this up to test for as many ghosts as we can all in one go. I've only got one shot with a summoning circle. I want this in a spread out fashion. There we go. Once we get over here, that's what I'm going to be testing for, is a poltergeist. And honestly, since I'm going to be having this guy follow me right off the bat, I'm actually going to take this and chuck it right about there-ish. That way I'll be able to see the footsteps a little bit easier, if it has them. Let's pull this up, make sure. Okay, that was... Oh wait, I have this here. Let's make sure there's nothing else for this thing to work with. Actually, that'll be fine. No, that's right, I want this area cleared out for the writing books. I want to go through here. There's no window in here. Where the hell did that flash from the lightning come from? Need this whole area cleared out. Oh, that's where the monkey's paws at. Right at the base of the cross. There we go. Get a couple more things to grab and chuck out of here. I don't want to spend too long in here because, oh, there's something. I won't end up wasting all the time or all my sanity. That should be good enough there. When it spawns, it's going to have to pretty much interact with those books right away. Try to use that so I'll be able to see it flicker. So far, I think we're doing pretty good. Got everything set up rather decently. Just kind of hauling all the equipment in here. You might be a little hard pressed to get a team of people to do this unless they're not like prestige 2 or 3 or higher. It'd also be great to just walk in here and see a twin interaction curve, but this doesn't look like it's going to be twinned. It's not active enough. And that's all the things that I'm actually going to be able to use effectively. Handle won't help me in any regard. At about 90% sanity. Let's go ahead, get in there. Might take in one of these just in case, and since I have the extra inventory slot open anyway. Let's get in here, wait for our stamina to regenerate. Light the summoning circle and hope. Actually, I guess we should take a photo. We don't need a photo camera to test for a whatchamacallit. So let's scroll up from here to get to a smudge. Alrighty. Everybody hold on to your butts. E4. You know, they'll stay lit, so if I start having any issues, it should be with this one. When I light this one, I need to start asking the questions immediately. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? That kind of thing. And are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Okay, good. Making sure it's picking me up. Need to start asking it those questions right away, and then it'll actually be pretty helpful just to have this going anyway. And then let's do that. Rearrange that in my inventory so that I'm ready to go with it. I'm actually just going to have this on me. Alrighty. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Alright, we know it has spirit box. This will be a good test for no footprints. Wasn't throwing to us particularly hard. The hunt is now over. Alrighty, so that was that. We got a little bit more evidence out of that. Gonna grab that out of the burning pile of junk. Hoorah! Didn't write in either of these, nor did it throw them, so there was no interactions at all, unfortunately. Didn't get any ultraviolet out of any of this. And if it touched the door, I don't see one. I think it wound up going that way. So, there's that. So I'm assuming no ultraviolet. It did give a spirit box, so that worked out quite well for that. I doubt the ghost is going to end up making this its ghost room. Well, it's 7 degrees. 6'3". I have to check back on that here in a second. Goodbye. I'm actually going to go and grab more sanity medications, because if I use that and I'm below 20%, I'm pretty sure the board just blows up on me. And forces a hunt from wherever the ghost is. So not necessarily the ghost room if it's actually roaming all the way back rather than teleporting. Oh, it's currently hunting. I have no idea where it is. Actually, I wonder if it's currently hunting or if it's still hunting. Either way, I still have an extra smudge. That's the great part about all that. It only cost me 1 smudge. And we know it's not a wraith because it walked into salt. I don't think it's hunting again. I think it was still hunting. Because that would be too quick even for a, because it's smudged it, that'd be too quick even for a demon. Alrighty, what are they coming here for? Sanity. Where's my sanity at? Because I lit those and then I took 1 sanity medication. I'm at about 40. So we're going to take these in there. I've only got room for 1. So we'll take the medication. Take 1 in there. Because I'll end up using the board at least once just to get EMF off of it. Oh, these things are 50%. Damn. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. Definitely not a Deogen. We can't rule out Moroi. I didn't time it from the smudge, so I'm not entirely sure. And I had too much line of sight. The only reason it was as slow as it was because of all that salt that I set up. So I won't know based on that either. Basically, I won't know if it'll be twins or not. It's unfortunate that it didn't end up interacting with anything. Can't even pick those up after you're done using them, apparently. Where are you? Goodbye. Hospital and EMF 2. EMF 2 is pretty fucking weak. And I also don't know where the hospital is. That all the way back there is the cafeteria, goddamn, not the cafeteria, it's the kitchen. The hospital downstairs? Looks like the hospital has a bed. I don't know. Voodoo Doll's not going to help me much. Monkey's Paw, of course, is get or remove an evidence from the list. Music box won't help me much. Tarot cards won't really help either. And I'm pretty sure I can't light the summoning circle again. I can't do that anymore. My sanity is already down a little bit from using both that as well as the mirror for a split second. Damn. Let's take a look at my pile. Definitely walk through to solve this pile. It's still here, so okay, it's definitely not a poltergeist anyway. Well, that was moderately effective. Ghost room's nearby. Oh, that was just good timing. Need to go grab more. Oh, both the other smudges are in here. So my sanity is down because of both of those, and I've also been in here. I need to go grab these other two smudges. That's my timer's going to be off by about 15 seconds, we'll say. That was my yokai test, and that's kind of normal speed, but we'll wait for it to hunt again. I'm not going to take any more sanity medication, although I do have one in here. So, what do I want to go for so far? I don't really have anything. Guess we'll assume Onryo, just for the sake of assumptions. Should go check the sanity meter. Got about 45 seconds to do so. Those of you who like the longer videos, this one's definitely going to do it. Sanity is quite low. Damn. Don't use the Ouija board apparently. Basically 20%. All I need is a ghost photo to finish that off. Tempting as it is, I'm going to pass. Ghost is over there. It's definitely on the first floor, so that's easy enough as well. I also don't feel like there was much of a time difference from when it started hunting to me noticing it hunt. I think it got, or when I heard it, it was about a quarter of the way through the hunt, which isn't bad at all. What do I want to do with that information? I want to find the ghost room with it. 6 degrees. It's difficult to tell that this isn't the ghost room anymore, because it's met me in here a few times. So at this point, it's already past, well past 1:30. It's at 2 minutes right now. I don't know how far away the ghost room is, so I need to be next to a light switch. There we go. I don't really want to be next to that light switch. There's a hiding space in here. Gonna flick this through about 2 minutes and 45 seconds on my timer. At that point, the ghost should start hunting if it's a spirit, and it really wants to hunt. Which my sanity is low enough, so it should want to hunt. I'm glad this is still a function of this game, where you can't flick a light switch during a hunt. I wish I was more specific on my timer when I smudged it. Right on time, apparently. That's a spirit. It's a spirit eager to hunt. I mean, it's the speed of a spirit, too. Not a Metroid, not at this sanity. It should be much faster. Should be EMF 5 in ghost writing. Go ahead, turn this on. We got about 25 seconds to see what room they would be calling the hospital. I would have thought it would be this one. But based on what we saw, I mean, it definitely could have this rooms as well. There's probably something in there. It's probably like the hospital wing, and I just didn't let it finish. Honestly, I think that's what it's going to be what it was. I think this is definitely a spirit based on that. I also think it's going to try to hunt me almost immediately. It is already hunting. Make sure I have my timer reset. So, that's one way to do it. The other way is the old-fashioned way, of course, where you go in there, hunt down the ghost room, probe it for evidence, and finally get it to give you something. It says technically, I mean, if I were to set the writing books up in the right path, then the ghost would interact with them and give me ghost writing. There we go. So, the ghosts I ended up with overall, just from that test by getting Spirit Box and not getting Ultraviolet, are Spirit, Mare, and Onryo. Let's go see how accurate that is. I'm also going to assume it's a Spirit based on the sludge timer and hunting afterwards. I was also able to mark, do the yokai test, tell these two from their speed as well as the twins. Survey says...
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
That could not have been a Moroi. It was so slow. How? The Moroi gets faster. Its base speed gets faster the lower your sanity is. It was less than 20% sanity during that hunt, and it was like normal speed. That one I don't get. Although I think that they kind of been messing with footprint sound, or the sound you get from footprints lately. Like I think Point Hope, it's really hard to tell a ghost speed by its footprints anymore. So maybe that was it. I don't know. That's a weird one. I know basically at 0 sanity, the Moroi is almost as fast as like the Fae, honestly. So I don't know anymore. But that's the challenge. That's how I go about it. I might pursue this one more. I think I might try to do some of it later on, but with a public lobby and see how they're prevailing with it. So stick around for that one. If I end up deciding to do that, that'll just be an extra video this week because I already have Wednesday's videos recorded. So I hope you enjoyed. I know we didn't end up finishing, but it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. That's what people say when they don't want to finish games. They're gonna take forever and still give you bad results. If you guys could like, comment, and or subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Anything you can do for the channel helps me put more back into the channel for you. I'm going to start looking at Steam here sooner or later and start trying to find out some, not scary games, but horror style games, that kind of thing, to start trying to play. Don't want to just do Phasmophobia, although it is basically an infinite game of chess and it is fun every time. So, if you got any recommendations, shoot them in a comment. That being said, I'll see you next time. Have a good one.